There comes a stage in every relationship where your partner says to you that I don't think you love me anymore. And you're kind of wondering in your mind, what else am I supposed to do? I'm doing everything in the best of my capability and still this is the response I'm getting. Well friends, it's not your fault, because the way you're communicating your love and the way your partner is receiving the love is different. They are both clashing, and that's why your partner is not able to understand your love. Yes friends, there is a language for love as well, and that is exactly what I'm talking about today. Hi friends, I'm Swati Arora. I'm an NLP practitioner and a certified life coach, and today I'm talking about the 5 love languages. It's a famous book written by Dr. Gary Chapman, and that's exactly what I'm going to discuss today. So friends, before I go ahead and explain the 5 love languages to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to share some very interesting relationship tips with you in the upcoming videos. Okay, so Dr. Gary Chapman says this is a very simple phenomena. Different people with different personalities express love in different ways. Every individual has a different language or different way of giving and receiving love. And only if we were to understand their way of receiving and giving love, we will be able to match their language and have long-lasting relationships with them, isn't it? This is true in every form of relationship. Married couples, dating couples, between parents and children, between siblings, between friends, between colleagues, and even long-distance relationships. Any relationship, if you were to first identify your love language and also seek to understand their love language, the love language that your partner understands, you will have a much healthier and a long-lasting relationship. Every individual, friends, has one primary love language. Out of these 5 love languages that I'm going to share with you, there's one primary love language that every individual has. So you need to first identify yours and then your partner's primary love language, and then seek to meet up to that. So I'm going to kickstart on the 5 love languages. Go ahead and watch the entire video, because it will be definitely beneficial for you. The first love language is words of affirmation. This category of people urge for compliments, appreciation, motivating words, and a lot of affirmations for them. Saying out words like I love you, or you mean the world to me, or some kind of motivating, appreciating gesture is what they urge and they desire from their partner. At least once a day, they would want their partner to say out these words loud and clear. So if your partner is someone of that category, you make sure that you do that. You give them all the affirmations and shower them with compliments. Just a caution, do not use any negative words or any demeaning words with them, because they get really offended and disappointed with that. The next love language is act of service. Like they say, actions speak louder than words. This category of people truly believe in that. No matter what you tell them, no matter what you say, if your actions don't speak the same, they will never believe you that you love them. So if your partner is of this category, you must make sure that you do something to express your love towards them rather than speaking it out. For example, helping out in household chores or helping out or doing something which can actually take off their load is something as a gesture of love that they would understand. On the other side, being lazy as a partner or piling your work onto them is a complete no-no for this kind of a person, because this person only understands love by the way you express it and you do things for them. The third love language is quality time. Simply as it says, this type of person is really looking for your quality time, nothing else. They would need your undivided attention, even if it is for 1 hour a day. That's all that they need from you, nothing else. So make sure, if your partner is from this category, make sure that once in a while you take them out only as an undivided quality time to be spent with your partner. Plan out a date with your partner. Ask them what they would want to do in that particular date, how they would want to spend that date, and how you could have undivided attention given to them without mobile phones, without television, without any other distractions. That is all that they need. The next love language is receiving gifts. Well, don't misunderstand them by being materialistic. They are not materialistic. It is just that they love receiving gifts and they believe that that is the only way of expressing love. It is not the cost of the gift, it is the thought that matters to them. So, if your partner is of this category, make sure in small or big occasions you gift him or her something, and something which they really need, which means you have put some thought behind it, not just randomly pick up anything from somewhere. A good tip would be to make note or keep being mindful of what your partner needs at various times, and if you give that to your partner, he or she will be really happy. The last love language is physical touch. This category of people truly believe that physical touch is the only way of expressing love, and they are really touchy. It doesn't mean that they believe in public display of love. It's not that. It is just that they love to hug, they love to cuddle, kiss or touch you when they talk to you, when you're around. So if your partner belongs to this category, make sure you reciprocate the same with that kind of love, which means hugging, kissing or cuddling with them. Or even when you're talking to them, maybe just touch them, just put a hand on their thigh. That's all that they need. A good tip would be every time when you come back home from work, first go and hug your partner and then start your conversation. I think that will be a good starting point. So friends, those were the 5 love languages. Like I said in the beginning, first try to understand your love language and then seek to understand your partner's love language as well. There is an online quiz also available to help you do the same. I strongly urge and recommend all of you to do this, friends, and practice love language between your partners, because that's the only way to build a nurturing and long-lasting relationship with your partner. Otherwise, it will be like you're talking English and your partner's talking Chinese. There is going to be a communication gap, and this gap will only make the relationship go far away. So, if you want to build a long-lasting bond with your partner, go ahead and try this out and let me know your views in the comments if it has been successful for you. I will come back next time, friends, with some more relationship tips. Till then, keep liking and subscribing to my channel. I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.